Hi everybody, this is Boogass Reviews, and today I'm going to be doing a review on the Mcfarlane Toys Game of Thrones Daenerys Targaryen figure. So before we take a look at Daenerys, let's take a look at the accessories that she comes with. So first up, she comes with this base, and it's just a glossy black, and it says Game of Thrones on. And you just put that into her right foot like so. And she can stand on it very well. It helps her stand up, though she can stand up pretty well on her own, as is. And she comes with these map markers. She comes with the Unsullied map marker. And these have some really good sculpt and paint detail to them. It looks like it's actually carved out of real wood. Like how it looks like it's chipped. Looks really good. And she comes with the Dothraki map marker. It also looks good. You can see a little more of the sculpt detail on this one than on the Unsullied map marker. And then this map marker, and I think this is House Martell, I want to say. I could be wrong about that, but I know these two for sure, and I want to say this one is the House Martell. But it looks pretty good as well. And I don't really know what you were supposed to do with these. I feel like they should have included a table to put these on. Maybe like a build-a-table. Include a piece of the table with every figure. But, I mean, you can have her hold them. But she really can't hold them too well. You can kind of just wedge it in her hand like this. There. Nope. Not going to stay. No, it won't stay. Let's try the Unsullied. Let's see if it'll stay in her hand. Her hands are very soft. So yeah, she can hold that. But I doubt you really want to pose her holding the map markers. Like I said, it's kind of an odd accessory, honestly, to include her with. Let's go ahead and take these two aside. And now let's go ahead and take a look at the head sculpt. So looking at the head sculpt, Mcfarlane Toys always does a good job with head sculpts, but they really dropped the ball on this figure. Like, all their head sculpts are really good, and even the prototype looked really good. But after seeing this in person, it looks completely different. I mean, you can tell who it's supposed to be. The cheeks are just really, really red. They're really rosy. And I feel like the eyes are too big. I think the eyebrows are about right. And it looks like she has some eyeshadow on. But yeah, I think her eyes are just way too big. And my main complaint about this head sculpt, which I can overlook the not looking like the character, but the hair is done in separate pieces, and it's two different colors. Her hair is like this color, like a very, very light blonde, almost to where it's white. And then the braids right here, because she always has very intricate braids and stuff, they're like a yellowish brown color. Like it has a brown tint to it. So I think it's weird that the colors aren't the same, but they should have sculpted it as all one piece, because that stands out, and it's very noticeable that it's a separate piece. Just like with the back braid back here. And it's sculpted really good. I just feel like they shouldn't have done a brown wash over it. It just makes her hair look really dirty. As opposed to right here, they did like a grayish wash to it. And the top of the head looks good, her hair right there. And it looks good throughout, but they just painted this differently, and I'm not sure why that is. And looking at her dress, it has a little bit of paint variation to it, and it has a lot of nice texturing. That's something Mcfarlane Toys always does good on, is the clothing. And her cape right here is supposed to be like dragon scales. It almost looks like a dragon skin cape. But it looks really good, and it's pretty heavy, so it stays down like that. You won't have to worry about it moving around very much. And the chain on her chest, it isn't painted the best. Could have been painted just a little bit better. The chain that goes around the chest and onto the shoulder cape right here. And she has a little bit of paint detail to the sleeves right there. And it's grayish, and it kind of looks like they just painted it on 50-50. Could have been painted on a lot better, in my opinion. And she has her ring right there. And it came out pretty clean. That they didn't even bother to paint it on the underside of her hand right there, or even all the way through right there. And honestly, you're not going to get much articulation out of this body because her dress is all one piece. It is rubbery, but it does hinder the articulation a lot. So now let's go over the articulation. She has a ball-jointed neck. I started to say head. That's something new when they see Game of Thrones figures, is they have ball-jointed necks. They have no head articulation. It's just neck articulation. And it would have been nice if they would have done ball-jointed neck and head, because, you know, she has that collar, so that does hinder the articulation since it's just the neck. But she can look back just a little bit. She can look down all the way. She can move side to side. The left side, she can't move as far because the braid will hit on her cape right here. She has ball-jointed shoulders that can move out that far. She has single-jointed elbows that swivel side to side. She has swiveled wrists that can move up and down and side to side. Now, I'm not sure if she actually has any articulation in the torso. It feels like it. You can hear it moving right there, and you can see it moving slightly. So I think she might have a diaphragm joint right there. But you really can't see up that far. She does have ball-jointed hips. It's not those double swivels. She actually has ball-jointed hips. But they will only move out that far. It'll only kick forward that far. Kick back just a little bit. She has single-jointed knee. They'll bend out all the way, but it will bend the dress out that far. It can move side to side. And she has ball-jointed ankles. They can move down all the way, up all the way, and it can also move side to side and act as an ankle rocker. Also, I forgot to mention, she does have a lot of sculpt detail to her pants, and even to her boots right here in the straps. But you really aren't going to see it because of the dress being one piece. So now let's do some size comparisons. So these figures do scale with the Funko figures, and that really surprised me. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but I'm really glad it is because, you know, I don't like it when scales don't match up with figures. So here she is, next to the Funko Daenerys figure. This is from season 1 or 2, I forget which. And she's definitely changed a lot since then. I mean, this one is taller, but yeah, this likeness isn't very good. Though, I mean, the hair color isn't really great either. But the hair definitely looks better on this one because this one was done in so many separate pieces that I don't think it flows right. Here she is next to the Funko Tyrion figure. And I'm so glad that he scales with her. Here she is next to Jon Snow. And the size difference is about right, I want to say. But there he is next to her. And here she is next to the Night King. I feel like he should be a little more taller. Or a little taller, not a little more. I feel like he should be a little taller. Because he's just slightly taller than Daenerys. So yeah, I feel like he could stand to be a little bit taller. So overall, I do like the figure, but there's a lot of the cons outweigh the pros in this case. Like, the likeness does not look like Emilia Clarke at all. The hair is painted, on top it's painted good, but on the separate pieces it's painted entirely differently. And the dress, it's a very hard plastic. Well, it's a rubbery plastic, but it doesn't allow very much movement. So that's another thing. So I do like it, but it definitely has some issues with it. So that's my review. And if you like this review, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.